What's up, guys? Welcome back to Road to the Show. Now, I've taken nearly a week off of this game because the last 3 games from the last episode were absolutely atrocious, so I really felt like I need to hit the reset button, especially for this guy right here, because he's sitting at 2-5 and perpetually in AA right now, and we really need to pick it up if we really want to see a higher level. And despite the fact that it says the Bay Sox are up next, our next start is actually going to come against Reading, so we're going to simulate through the Bay Sox games. We'll see how we end up doing. And let's get into our start against Reading because we need to really make up for what we've been doing. But obviously we get practice first. So let's go for our practice. Let's go to the bullpen this time. And let's work on the control of our primary pitch because that's been something that's kind of been hurting me lately. You know, especially as we get later into games. We aren't really hitting our spots well. So if we can actually work on our accuracy, especially on our fastball, I think that's going to really help us out. So after losing the first game to Reading, looks like we're taking the bump in game 2, and we're going to be facing Andrew Painter, who is 2-1 this season with 44.2 innings, 49 strikeouts, and a 2.62 ERA. And what's going to help him out even more is the fact that our 5, 6, 7, and 8 hitters are all ice cold right now. At least Luke Voigt is on fire right now, but yeah, having 4 batters in a row that are ice cold, not necessarily a good thing. And it doesn't help us out either that 2 of their guys are hot. One of them is cold, and I have no clue what that symbol means on the number 7 hitter. Someone please let me know down in the comments because I have no clue. But hopefully that's not something good for them, but kind of feel like it might be. But either way, we're going to take this start against Andrew Painter, and hopefully we can actually come out on top this time. And thankfully we are on the road this time, so our offense has a chance to actually get a run or 2 before we even get the chance to go out to the field. So let's see what they end up doing. Nope, we are scoreless right now, but let's see if we can actually start off pretty well, and let's kind of get ahead of these guys. Oh, and that's a beautiful pitch right there. What a way to start. The number 61 MLB prospect, poor dude, is actually ice cold right now, so let's see if we can kind of look even better by striking him out right here. But let's see if we can get him to chase something on 0-2. Definitely, again, don't want to give him something that's too good, and there we go. Let's get that K right there. We strike out the number, 61 prospect in the MLB right now. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. So let's keep it up. That's really the way that we need to start that game because, again, the way that we've started the last couple games has been a little rough. And look at that. A little ground out to the first baseman. And there we go. 2 quick outs now. 5 pitches into the game. We already have 2 outs. We're looking pretty good right now. Our stuff is pretty sharp. We're hitting our spots really well, so really, honestly, nothing to complain about right here. So let's get that split. Again, that's been working pretty well. We hit that spot last time. Oh, we're keeping it low. Not bad. Oh, what a play by our third baseman. But he does not have the arm to get it there. And unfortunately, that gives them their first base runner. But that guy has 36 speed over on first. So I'm not too worried about him going too far. And there we go. Good first pitch strike right there. So let's finish him off right here with the splitter. And let's get that strikeout. There we go. Swings right through it. That is 2 strikeouts this inning, and what a way to finish that first inning right there. Now let's see if the offense can do something. And wow, I can't believe I'm seeing what I'm seeing. We got 2 runs that inning. So let's go. Let's continue what we're doing, and let's just try to get these guys out. As long as we can maintain this lead, and we're going to be good to go. It's what we did in that first game, and we have yet to really have a game like that again. So let's see if we can actually make that work this time because the way that we're throwing our stuff and the spots we're hitting, I think this is a game where we can actually get some redemption. Let's finish it with a slurve. We've yet to throw that, but let's make sure we keep it low here. That looked good. Nice. Good play. Really good play by the second baseman. And there we go. We have 1 out right here. Really, the name of this game, obviously, is to throw as few pitches as possible and get as many outs as possible. And there we go. That's a nice pitch right there. But let's finish him with a fastball outside. 1-2 count. I don't know if he's going to be looking fastball. Nice. And there we go. We got him to go. Yeah, he definitely wasn't looking fastball on that one. And thankfully, we ring him up. 1 out away from getting out of this inning right here. We're looking good. What a pitch to actually start off right there. Hit the bottom of that zone. And we're looking good. Let's throw him another changeup. Just a little further inside, though. Thankfully, that goes foul. That could have been really, really bad. Now, I talked a lot about efficiency, but unfortunately, this guy's fouled off almost a half a dozen pitches. Let's see if we can get him right here. Really bad pitch. 1-2 count. We just leave that hanging right there. He fouled off like 4 or 5 pitches and ends up taking us deep, just straight to center field. Yeah, that was just a really bad pitch by us. Again, we tried to get a little too cute. He was ending up fouling off the fastballs, the circle changes, and the splitters. So we went to the slurve, and we left it hanging. Yeah, we don't need to see the replay, bro. I think we're good. Thanks, game. I appreciate that. They really love to make you relive that, oh my gosh. Okay, at least he made a good play over there. And he gets him out at first, and at least it only took one more pitch to get out of it. Still up by 1, though, and that's really nice. But yeah, man, this game really makes you want to relive all those really bad parts of the game, huh? Honestly, those 2 runs were extremely generous. We just need to make sure not to hang anything again because we leave that off the plate. Because then we end up getting punished for it like that. Because, man, he took that thing deep, too. Nice. Goes on the swing. You know what? We can have little mistakes, but we just can't have them happen time after time after time. That's it. Everyone's going to make mistakes. No one is perfect in this game. And that definitely includes us, even if that is virtually, as you see us end up letting him get a single to start off the inning. And that is not a great way to start. That's okay. We just can't get too rattled here. That's the main thing. As long as we kind of keep it low, again, that's the best chance to actually produce a ground ball. Like that right there, and that's going to be a double play. That should have been a double play. But no, unfortunately, that is an error by our third baseman, and what should be 2 outs is now no outs with a guy on first and second. So let's do something kind of like that again. So 3-1, I hate to do it, but we got to go back to that fastball. There we go, that's looking good. We finally get that strike, and now we get it to a full count. I hate to be this person, but let's go back to the fastball. Let's finish him off. Yep, and that's what happens. He drops in, and unfortunately now we have a bases loaded. So this is kind of a tough spot. We need to find a way to get out of this jam. And facing the 3-hitter is not going to be fun in this situation. And we're not getting that low strike anymore, unfortunately. So we need to be a little more creative. Let's throw an off-speed here. Oh, thankfully, he fouls that one off. Fastball down and away, I think, could do it here, though. Nice, we get him swinging on that one. But let's get him a fastball up and in. Let's jam him. And let's get him right here. Oh, nice. Get him at home. Nice, and we get the double play. Let's go. And we actually fielded our position. Holy cow, I can't believe it. And the 3-2-1 double play. Something I have not seen in a while, and there we go. Now we got 2 outs. We're almost out of this jam. And look at us pick up our third baseman. That's what I'm talking about. So let's go. 1 out away as we start off with a really nice circle change over the outside of the plate. That's really been our spot all day. So let's keep going back there. Nice. We get him on the swing. Thank you very much, catcher. I saw that. I appreciate that a lot. So let's finish him with the splitter. Let's bury this one. And let's get him out right here. Not quite. A little too far off the plate. That's all right. Jam him on this one, and let's finish him off right here. There it is. And just for the record, when I usually say there it is, usually ain't there. So let's finish him off right here. Now, I truly don't know where that's missing. But either way, let's go to the fastball to finish him off. There it is. And unfortunately, that one is definitely off the plate. I get that one, but man, ball 3 I think should have been a strikeout. Either way, we got the 5-hitter up here. Bases loaded again, though. That's not great, but that's okay. Can't get that strike call, unfortunately. We need to figure this out really, really quick. That looks good. Nice. We get him to swing through the circle change. And let's go. Let's finish him off with that circle change. If we can hit that spot right there. Oh, this is a K right away. Nice. I can't believe he swung at that. Bad plate discipline. And oh, I guess he must have ended up tagging him out on the base paths. But either way, man, that was a tough inning. Probably should have given up a run or two. But thankfully, we get out of that with no runs, despite the fact that they pretty much had the bases juiced, and we were pretty screwed. Now, let's wipe that last inning from our memory in terms of getting base runners on, but there we go. We actually start off pretty well on this one. Let's see what we can do here, because, again, we have that 1-run lead, and we really need to preserve that. Nice. Good play by our third baseman again. Can he make the throw? This time he actually throws it accurately, and now we have 1 out. And it's nice when you get that defensive support, too. Nice. Really good strike right there. You know, honestly, we're really dotting it up on the corners. I don't know how we'd missed some of these, but honestly, we've been looking pretty good, except for that one. And that one should have probably been over the center field fence as well. But let's finish it off with the changeup down and in, because I think that's going to be the spot to get him. And that is not the spot to get him, as he ends up grounding it weakly up the middle, but still enough to be able to get the base hit. But that's alright. This gives us an opportunity to end up getting another double play. Nice pitch right there, and thankfully they actually gave us the strike on that one. Honestly, the one time that we didn't hit our spot, and they gave us the call. That's actually kind of funny. So let's go with the split down and away. Let's see if we can finish him off here. Not bad. That may be a double play. Gets him at second, and gets him at first this time. Thankfully, he doesn't throw, so the second baseman had to come off the base this time, and we actually get the real double play right there. And there we go. We're looking real good after 4. Let's see if we can get some more runs in that first inning. We only have 1 hit, so let's see what we can do. Well, at least we got a hit in that inning. No runs, obviously, but at least we got a hit. We'll take that for sure. So we start off with the fastball down the middle. A little too high for my liking, but we'll still take that. That's okay. Another one right there, too, and now we can just kind of work something here. They want to go with the fastball again, but no, man. We're going with the splitter, kind of down and away. I think he might chase that one. Nope, he's not. Yeah, only because we kind of left it up, but thankfully he only grounded it out to the first baseman, and now we have 1 out, but with the top of the order back up. We've done pretty well against the leadoff hitter, though, so I'm not incredibly worried, as that pitch is just right off the edge of the plate. You know what, again, at least we're hitting our spots. That's where we wanted the pitch to be. Not that one, but thankfully that is going to be a ground out to the shortstop, and we do get our second out of the inning. And we're already at 73 through not even 5 innings yet. Let's see if we can get out of this pretty quickly. Thankfully, he swings through that one. Only because, man, I really want to go deeper into this game. I really want to get into the 7th at least. And with how many pitches we've thrown already, that might not be feasible. But let's see what we can do to kind of stay in this. Again, if we can get him out on this pitch, that'd be great. Nope, that is a base hit, but that's okay. At least we still have 2 outs. Not too worried. We just need to get a ground out here. But I would not mind getting a strikeout either. I mean, it's kind of hard to do when you start off 2-0, unfortunately. But we can definitely work our way back into this. We just need to settle down. That looks good. Right on the edge of the plate. Thankfully, we got the call that time. Now 2-0 goes to 2-2. And now let's see if we can finish him off with that circle change. Uh-oh. Oh, we do get him to swing, thankfully. That was a bad pitch on our part, but thankfully it was just close enough to the zone, but far enough off the plate that he swings through it, and we get the last out of the inning. Let's see if we can get through the 6th now. We don't. We end up getting replaced here, and unfortunately, we can't go any more than 5. However, the good news is we are in line for the win. We are not going to get the loss for sure, so let's see if our bullpen can really help us out here. And they do. I mean, granted, we do give up another run, but we get one ourselves, and thankfully, we end up moving to 3-5 this season. And even though they got 10 hits this game, we only got 5. Thankfully, we ended up outscoring them, and let's go. Now, despite the fact that we gave up a good amount of hits there, I mean, that was still a pretty decent game. Went 5 strong, only gave up the 1. We got out of that really tough jam. But again, 6 hits, 1 walk, but we did have 4 strikeouts, and that's really not that bad. It feels real good to get back in that win column. Now, let's look at the calendar. Let's see who we end up facing in the next series, because we have 4 more games against Reading. And I don't think we're going to be taking any of those starts. But looks like we're going to be starting a new series against Harrisburg coming up next week. And it looks like we may be taking the ball in the first game of that series. So let's see if we can continue that success. So I know our guy looks pretty comfy here in his hotel room, but let's start to simulate through these games. Let's see if we can actually beat Reading for the series, and it does not look like that's going to be the case, but we do end up splitting it, and that is really nice. And it does look like we're going to be taking the ball in this first game here against Harrisburg. Uh-oh, but what's this? Oh, and Coach wants to talk to us. I wonder what's going on. I'm a little worried. Yeah, how am I doing? I'm not going to say I'm dominating, because I definitely have not been. So let's see it. How am I doing, Coach? What do you think? Really happy? Oh, dude, I appreciate that. Let's go. I was a little worried when we started 3-5, but okay, well, yeah, I get that. I mean, this month has been a little rough, but I just came off a win. Come on, can we just talk about that? Let's highlight the fact that I improved. Okay, so you want me to fan more hitters, though. I get it. Okay, I see how it is. I understand, I know I only top out in the low 90s. Alright, well, you know what, at least we get something positive out of this, because it looks like we get 2x boost? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, I was a little excited. It said AAA, and I'm like, oh, when? It's like if we keep it up, we'll get the call up to AAA, and hopefully that'll be pretty soon. Sounds good. Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. Yes, sir! And don't worry, I'm not going to look like a cowboy next time I walk into your office. So with that newfound confidence, we come back home, and we end up taking on Harrisburg in front of our fans in Binghamton. And we're facing Jake Irvin, who is actually kind of getting our treatment on their team. He is 1-4 with 59.1 innings pitched with 60 strikeouts and a 2.73 ERA. You'd expect him to be doing better than 1-4, but also if you look at us, I feel like we should be better than 3-5 as well. Either way, though, looks like with our hitters, our 7 and 8 hitters ended up losing their cold streak, with our 7 hitter actually being on a hot streak now. Luke Voigt is back to normal, but our 4 hitter is on fire as well. Now, in terms of their lineup, their 1 and 5 hitters are on a cold streak, but their 9 hitter is on a hot streak. So, again, once we get to the bottom of the order, we'll keep an eye on that, but let's see if we can go out here and let's repeat that performance that we just had last week against Reading. So in that last game, I was really just trying to get balls in the strike zone to just kind of get some contact and all that. But this time, if he really wants to see us up our K rate, we'll do our best to actually make that happen, as we end up getting a ground ball to the second baseman and an out after 1 pitch. And that's okay, though. I think if we average 1 strikeout per inning, I think we'll be okay. I think that's totally doable. I mean, again, it's not necessarily the fact that we throw hard, but we have some pretty good stuff here. And I say that as we go 2 pitches, 2 outs. But let's see if we can actually get a strikeout on this one. It's going to be a little tough with their 3 hitter. We get a really good spot right there. But let's get this fastball up and in. Let's see if we can jam him so we can set up a ball away. That looks good, but not quite in the strike zone. You know what? If we go with the circle change down and away, again, we're kind of changing his eye level, and we're changing kind of what he's seeing. That looks good. That's beautiful. That's perfect. Now, question is, how do we put him away? Now, he's calling for the split, and I'm a little inclined to agree with him. I love this splitter. So let's see if we can get it right here. That looked good, but that's just going to be a ground out. Wish we could have gotten the strikeout on that one, but you know what? We'll take a no-hit, no-walk inning, and hopefully our offense can put a couple runs together this inning. And just like last game, they end up giving us 2. We'll definitely take that. But again, we really need to improve our strikeout rate because, hey, 1 inning, no strikeouts, and hey, that's no strike right there, unfortunately. And we need to find ways to just kind of keep them off balance here. And I really want to find ways to strike them out. That's not necessarily a way to do it, but that is a way to get an out. So there we go. 1 out in this inning. 4 outs on 10 pitches. At least if we're not getting strikeouts, we're being really efficient. That looks really good there. Didn't look like he was expecting the fastball. So let's give one right back to him. Let's go up and in a little bit. Jam him up. Looks good. Good enough that it gets hit to center field. And we got out number 2. Guy's last name is Kiboom. Hopefully he does not Kiboom this ball over the fence. So let's go. 2 outs. That's a little off the plate. Kind of knew it kind of yanked that one to the left. So let's jam him up with that fastball, and let's see if we can get our first strikeout of the game. Honestly, the flight path of that one, I'm sorry, I couldn't say anything because flight path of that one looked like it was going to be out. But thankfully, it was out into his glove, and we ended up getting the last out of the inning. Well, they're highlighting the home runs for Diaz right now. I don't like that, but that's okay. Let's see if we can just keep him at 3 home runs and not extend him to 4. That's looking pretty good. We get that first strike fastball. Let's go to the splitter after that first pitch strike. We don't get that one off the plate and is now 1-1. That's all right. If we go back to the change, I think we're going to be good. Keep it low just so we can set up for something high on the next pitch. And we set up perfectly for that one. 1-2, high and tight fastball. He'll swing through it. We'll get our first strikeout of the game. We need to really make up. Oh, that could have almost hit him. But we really need to make up for the lack of strikeouts we've had this game so far because, man, it has not been good. There's one right there. And there we go. First strikeout of the game. Came in the 3rd inning, but at least we got one. And now we are looking good. Let's keep this up. Another pitch. That was low. Okay. That looked like that was right in the zone, but who am I, man? I am not an umpire. I'm just a kid playing I'm just a kid. I'm just a man playing a video game. That's alright. We look good on that one. At least we got the strike there. Let's go. Let's go with that fastball down again. That looks good, but didn't get him to bite. He's now 1-2. Okay, let's go with that changeup, and let's see if we can get him to swing at it. Oh, yeah, we do. Ooh, right to the first baseman, and thankfully we end up getting that out. Let's keep it up, man. We're looking really, really good right now. Let's just make sure they don't get a hit. But unfortunately, hits that one right up the middle. And you know, sometimes I just need to not say anything. That's okay though. First base runner of the game. We're still looking pretty good. That was their 9-hitter who was hot. I should have remembered that. We're gonna get out of this inning right here. We have 2 outs. We just need to throw a strike. Let's go back to that circle change. That's what we've been comfortable with. We get the strike on that one, thankfully, because that's the first one on this guy. And now let's go back to the fastball. Nice. We get him to swing that one, and right to the shortstop, and they get the force at second, and after 1 hit, we end up going into the dugout again after 3, and let's see if our offense can put up some more, because 2-0 is great right now, don't get me wrong, but we need a couple more. Now, welcome back to the porch, where in the 4th inning, it is still 2-0. Let's see if we can keep this up here. We're holding them pretty well. Again, we're still really hitting our spots and keeping it low, and I appreciate that. Again, you are not going to give up a ton of runs when you keep the ball low like that. Oh, going for the oh, no. That was a really bad throw. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I'll learn to do that a little better. Wasn't expecting a bunt there, though. And how cheap is that? That's all right. That's okay. We'll still end up getting them out here. We have a chance for a double play. Let's see if we can make that work. If not, let's see if we can just finish the inning with strikeouts. But to do that, we need to actually throw strikes. And we are not doing that right now. There we go. That's a good one. We get that one on the corner right there. We just kind of need to hit that spot again. That's really been the spot for us. And that's not it when you yank it out like that, though. Go back to the circle change. Oh, we leave it off the plate. And we end up walking him for our first walk of the game. Okay, this is not the spot we wanted to be in. 2-1, no outs. And we just gave up a hit. Oh no, that guy's got 81 speed. It's a really terrible throw by our right fielder. And that is an RBI single right there. We've been throwing a really good game up into this point. But let's see if we can get out of this jam. We were able to in the last game. Check that swing. Not even going to check it. That's okay. You know what? The game will do that sometimes. And we're not getting that. Okay, hold on. It's a mental reset. Alright, we're back. Let's do it. That looked really good. Come on now. Alright, we just can't give up another walk. There it is. That's a nice strike. Thankfully, but still 3-1. This is going to be rough. Yep. Unfortunately, we walked 2 now. Bases loaded, no outs. You'd expect us to have to give up a run here. But let's see if we can not have that happen. Good circle change. We're finally getting the strikes right there. Starting off with 1. Oh my goodness, we're giving up another base hit. They're going to score 2. And what started again as a really great game has turned into an absolute nightmare. No outs, man on first and second. We are now down by 1. And yeah, not looking good. I don't know how long we're going to keep going. There we go, ground out to the first baseman. Can we get the double play? We do! Thankfully, we end up getting the double play, and now it is just a man on third and 2 outs. So we're going to get out of this jam, I think. And let's see if we can do that with a strikeout right here. There we go. That's a good way to start it. 0-1 count now. Let's go with that splitter. We really haven't thrown that much this game. Nice. There we go. He ends up fighting that off and hits it to the second baseman. And we get the out, but not after they end up going up by 1. So let's see if our offense can put up a run here to at least tie it up. And they couldn't, but that's okay. Because you know what? We're back out on the bump. We're going to throw another good inning, and we're going to get out of this one. Got to remember, this guy's actually on a bit of a streak right now, so we can't give him anything too good to hit. There we go. That's a good one right there. And now we push it to a 1-2 count. Let's go 1-2 count. Let's get him with the split down and away. I think we can get him on this one. There it is. Yep. There we go. We get the strikeout. throws him down to first, and we got our first out of the inning. We're back to the top. Let's see if we can keep this up here. We're looking pretty good this inning so far. We get that strike on the outside. I appreciate that. Let's go with that circle change down and in. Again, at this point, oh, going for the bunt. And he swings on that one and is now 0-2. And these guys are just bunting. Come on now. So let's finish him with a fastball up and in. Send a message. Oof. And he does actually hit that foul, but that is going to be caught. Let's stand next to him, make it look like we're doing something. And let's go. We get that second out of the inning. And now we're just one out away from finishing this off. Let's see if we can finish this one with a strikeout. It'd be nice if we would actually be able to get that call again. But again, we've been a little erratic today, so I understand why we're not getting spots like that, you know. But thankfully, if we keep letting him swing through it like that, keep making him do that, then we're going to be good. We can't walk him right here. If we walk him, I think Coach takes us out of the game. That's all right. That looks good. Nice. And we push it to a full count. Full count, 2 outs. I know it's the 5th inning. I don't mean to add dramatics here, but let's get him with the changeup and let's finish him off with a strikeout. Nice. There he is. Looks at that one. And thankfully, we missed our spot, but at least it went over the plate. And we ended up getting the strikeout there. I don't know if he's going to send us out for the 6th. I hope he does because of our pitch count. But let's see if our offense can help us out here. And you know what? I appreciate them tying it. Let's go. I am happy with that. That allows us to actually potentially keep this a tie game, I should say. But let's go. Let's keep it in the zone. There we go. That's a strike. Now we have it 1-1. Again, we just don't want to push it to really bad pitchers counts. We don't want to put them ahead of us. There we go. We get the strike on that one. Again, another missed spot, but one where, hey, you know what? At least we got it over the plate. Let's finish him with a fastball up and in. There it is. Ooh, ground ball to the first baseman. Thankfully, he makes the play, and there we go. We're looking good. We just hit 70 pitches. So if we can get out of this one before we hit 80, I think we'll be able to go out for the 7th inning. And that might not be feasible unless we actually hit our spots here. So let's go. 2-0. Let's get a fastball down the middle now. There we go. We push it to a 2-1 count. Let's hit him with that circle change. We get that down and in. I think we can get this. And let's finish him with the split. I don't think he's gonna swing at this one. And he rightfully doesn't swing at it because it was out of the zone. But let's see if we can finish him with the split right here. That's looking good. Yep, right to the first baseman. And even though we didn't strike him out, at least we get him out. 1 out away. Let's see if we can retire him in 3 pitches or less. Hey, and that's the way to do it, as he ends up grounding out to the second baseman. And there we go. We end up going to the dugout after 6. And now let's see if our offense can put us up. And let's see if we can go out for the 7th. So Coach ends up taking us out, but I don't know if we scored or not. I would assume that we didn't, only based on the performance that our offense has kind of put on all season. But you never know. Either way, we are not in line for a loss. We would potentially be in line for a win if we scored in the 6th. But let's see what happens. Well, we end up winning the game, but unfortunately, we did not pick up the win. But honestly, I'll take a no decision after that. Wish we would have ended up picking up the win, considering the fact that we really only had 1 bad inning in that game. Just 1. We threw really well in the other ones, but we need to really limit those really bad innings, because those tend to unfortunately happen pretty often, and we need to limit that as much as possible. I mean, there we go. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks, but 3 earned runs, but only 3 strikeouts in that. Not great, but look at that. We've climbed up to the number 6 New York Mets prospect. And look at that, 6.9% walk rate. Nice. Oh no! It actually looks like our offense actually put up a run in the bottom of the 6th. We would have been in line for the win. But unfortunately, we ended up giving up a run in the top of the 9th. But at least we won in the bottom of the 9th with a hit. So even though we didn't get the win in that last game, still, over the last 2 games, we went 1-0. Actually gave ourselves a chance to win. And thankfully, our offense actually produced a little bit for us, too. Again, we need to get a little bit better at limiting those innings that kind of get out of hand, because that 1 inning in that last game was really the difference between us getting a win and us getting the no decision. But still, we threw pretty well. We're getting a lot better every single time that we go out there. And hopefully, it'll only take another start or 2 before we end up getting moved up to AAA. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. By the way, if you guys have any suggestions, for this series or for another one, please let me know down in the comments. Again, I'm pretty new to the baseball thing and putting videos together for it, so if you guys are interested in seeing anything or you think anything should be changed, let me know down in the comments because I'm always interested to see what you guys think. But again, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week against whoever the hell we're playing.